Okay guys, I know I've been making some random videos lately, but I just wanted to continue to show you different sections of the property. This here is by the old chicken coop. So I just want to show you what I have going on here. I know it's been a while since I posted, in-depth videos, but this is my poinciana. It was planted by seed and it was in a pot, and I had posted a video I think about a year ago asking what it was because I wasn't sure if it was a tamarind, because I did plant some tamarind by seed and this poinciana, and unfortunately none of the tamarinds made it, but these beautiful poincianas kept popping up, and I wanted to just kind of go over what's happening on the side of the property. This is an old chicken coop that I had. Again, inside I just cleaned it up a little bit, but I will have my landscapers come by this weekend and truly clean everything out. And I have some volunteer pigeon peas inside of it. This is basically where I'm going to try to put my my little chicks after they're about 6 weeks, to kind of get assimilated with the exterior of the property, but also being in a safe place. So not only is this going to be down, but we're going to put in the the wire mesh underneath it, so that it keeps them protected, and also some wire mesh on the exterior of this. This is not going to be the permanent structure, but it is a good starting foundation that you can build around. And as you can see, I planted some passion fruit, and I let the vine trail around the coop. So what I'm hoping, it will trail and spread enough that it will eventually create a barrier, so that this will be a nice shaded spot. And I'm going to continue to plant pigeon please on the exterior of this, so that they're nice and shaded and protected. So that's one of my poincianas that I want to show you about. That's not fruit. It's just going to provide shade for what's happening and what's going on. And here we have another poinciana, and these were all planted from seeds that I found under a poinciana tree at our local library. So this is just, not just a food forest, but I want it to be a story of the neighborhood and things that have happened and how I got to this point. But what I wanted to do over here is I dug a couple of holes. I know they're super close. They're about 5 feet apart, but I am going to be putting some of the rescue plants in this area because it is heavily shaded. And again, all of this is going to be cleaned off, so it's going to be a lot better to analyze not only the soil condition, but whether or not anything can actually grow on this side. I've not had any luck yet, especially with the pigeon peas, but I did tell the landscapers to mow this area clean for me. So that's part of what's going on. Please turn the light off on that machine. Yeah, you can, there's a button, you see that button? Light button? This one. Yeah, you don't need the light.
Sorry.
So we're gonna continue, and here is a mango seedling. I'm not gonna put that in the ground just yet, because I think I want to put the grafted mangoes in the ground and leave those in the pots and see how they do over the next few years. But we're just going to continue down in this section. I'm doing this recording because this is basically going to be a before and after of this section here with all my banana plants, because they are not doing well over here because there's no watering system over here. So what I'm hoping to do, even though there's this big pond here, what I'm hoping to do is to get a micro ecosystem going on and creating a sort of a semi island for them. So it's going to be cleaned up, weeded, and watered heavily. And then we are going to put probably about 100 bags of mulch down around this area, and then we're going to throw some pigeon peas around it to see what we can do to get those bananas saved and growing. But look at this poinciana in contrast to the other ones. This is basically one that was not cut. And this is what happens when you let things grow tall and lanky. And this is also part of the experiment. You see, when you let it grow tall and lanky, it basically just grows tall and lanky. But if it was topped off about halfway, it would basically start bushing out and providing more of shade and less of a fall risk. So that's just a part of the experiment with the poinciana. And as we can see, it's probably best if we completely top them in at the halfway point to keep them at a nice shape. And this is another soursop, which I think is one of 3. And this has been planted here for a couple of years. It did die down, but now it's coming back. It's growing really, really green. But behind there, you can see the bougainvillea that I cut back in April has grown to about 30 feet. This is ridiculous. I mean, and it's just completely bushing out and taking over this area. So this weekend, we're gonna have it all chopped back and cut down to a more sustainable level. And I actually never planted that. It just kind of popped up there and continues to grow in that general area.